Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Johnson, 50 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of lit.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Jones, this ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Barber. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On first down, Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
He's going to go up top again. The guy's man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2nd and goal from the 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Jones throwing for it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20.
Just saying, if they pay me, I'll do this for
And
free.
he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ray Lewis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at at the 35-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. So that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. Most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go. A beautiful sunny afternoon.
And we are underway from Kansas City. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Barber. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Holt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Barber on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll check this one down to Barber. A little juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barber. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off play action, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This complete to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson. They set up the screen to Bo. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On 2nd and very short. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive. Gronkowski's going to go. Touchdown, Giants. Rob Gronkowski, 42 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And Jackson throwing once more. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 1st down, they go with Barber again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run with Barber here, right side. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Jackson with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they...
I had to kneecap him. I had to kneecap him. that's for I think the Cam. Oh, alright. The Cam, whatever his name was. I knew that boy was gonna quit. That's why I just started it off. I was like, yeah, he gonna quit. I mean, I was ready to take it all away, so it didn't matter. I was like, the last time he threw it to that, I was like, whoa, he was pretty big. He could have caught that. Or he definitely could have mossed him. I was like, I really got to go get this ball if he do that again. Reggie Gilliam. He not in the lineup no more. Damn, Reggie. You go. Hold up. Oh, where is he at? Is he not that new? Yeah, I got him this late. I don't remember this. Oh. Oh, that's for Tony. Where he at? He getting pretty cold. Damn, I'm only one away from a 99. Man, I got a 91 for speed. Man, it's something serious. I don't know. He might have to switch old Mean Joseph. He might have to make some changes. Give me something good. Man, I already got that, man. Excuse me. What it is. Football, football, football. Oh, it don't cost nothing. Oh shit. Oh, that's my free, okay. That's what's up.
We're not usually ones that like to toot our own horn, but we're happy to let others do it. Maybe just a few more to drive the message home. The Hyundai Ioniq 5, the first ever all-electric SUV to win Motor Trend's SUV. Hyundai, it's your journey. Buffalo Wild Wings has deals on deals on deals. Like buy one, get one half off Wing Tuesdays, buy one, get one free Boneless Thursdays, and wing bundles from $9.99. Order now at BuffaloWildWings.com.
Oh, it's locked. Dang.
I remember the day you asked, "What now, Dad?" So I said, find a job, any job, work hard. That's just how it is. But of course you didn't listen.
Alright.
You showed me there's another way. I'm proud of you.
Wow. Is some more gonna be free once he turn 99? That's what I'm thinking. I already know what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, I can give him Giants? Hell yeah. And the boy got some jumps now. Does it show it? Oh yeah, 102.94. Oh, Tom Brady dotting them up. Oh, good. Was I actually able to do that? Oh, hold up. Hold up. I can go over the limit? I don't understand. Alright, let me go back. Let's go back. Okay.
Time Carl used this glove, he struck out a dozen. Now Carl's living with prostate cancer. He still knows how to throw a curveball, and he also knows Xtandi. Xtandi treats metastatic prostate cancer that responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi significantly delayed progression of this advanced form of prostate cancer. Xtandi may cause serious side effects, including seizure, a brain condition called PRES, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls, and fractures. Tell your doctor right away if you have loss of consciousness, seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, or chest pain. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. The most common side effects include weakness, feeling unusually tired, back and joint pain, hot flashes, constipation, decreased appetite, diarrhea, and high blood pressure. Nice curveball, Carl. Ask your doctor about Xtandi.
I was misjudged all my life, so I used that to my advantage. They don't know that Edge was here.
He's the most complete back I've ever been around.
He was the best teammate I ever had. Every game is just a move the whole ball figure out. When everybody said, man, Arizona, don't go to Arizona, but it gave me another chance.
His value to what we needed was so important.
Can't enforce anything. Hold up. Yeah, Avalanche though. Oh, that's trash.
Samsung, LG, or Sony TV from Best Buy.
take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving and one efficient stroke. The bar on the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades.
Yes, bro.
Nothing gets between you and
Alright.
everything you should shave. All with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Your granddaughter's gonna love that. Third generation sailor.
Sailor? Make sure she joins USAA.
My family loves USAA. We've been members for 40 years. But you can keep trying, though.
USAA. It's for the military community.
You got KFC, mijo.
This drum and thigh combo's only $6.
Good deal. For you. But you bring nothing home for your abuelita.
You okay?
No.
Hurry, this $6 deal ends soon.
I was born here, I'm from here, and I'm never leaving here. I'm a New York hotel. Yeah, I'm tall. 563 feet and 2 inches. I'm on top of the world. I'm looking for someone who likes to be in the middle of it all, but also likes some peace and quiet. You hungry? Well, I know a place. And a few others nearby. It's the city that never sleeps. But hey, if you need the rest, I've got you covered. It's time to bring the game home, presented by Best Buy. Kenneth Walker, only 8 yards and 5 attempts so far, and we'll see more of him. I mean, he has truly helped take the Seahawks offense to a whole new level, being the reigning rookie of the month offensively. And honestly, that's exactly what the Bucs have been missing on offense. Just trying to find any build, which was shot on it. And then another carry. Is quickly shut down by Jordan Rex and Michael Jackson. The gain is 3, and that's it.
The run game has been so historically bad that when we're talking to Tom Brady, it's almost like when you call in a run play, it's like, no, just give me 3 passes, and I feel like we've got a chance to be more successful. Although you do want to try to establish the balance, and it's frustrating when you've had such a lack of success.
Jordan Rex. Seahawks defense. Another run front at the middle. Pass works down low. Move the chains. And that's that was a nice hole right there. What did John talk about? We go to practice, we go to its plays, and we go and get nothing. That was a big play right there, right up the middle. 2 runs in a row. They want to
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Returning it, Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Newton. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On 1st down, Barber. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Holt. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing, Jones. Buying time to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Jones. This is intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off play action. Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, Barber loses it, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Johnson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Flush to his right. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The offense has to love that because that was just a dunk down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his left. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on second down. Newton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jones now throwing on first down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second and 10, Jones setting up the screen here. It's Barber. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Barber. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger.
There he goes right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons.
Eric Dickerson, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And that would not Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Room here to run. 20. Pushing his way through. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Eric Dickerson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Newton going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
To throw is Jones.
Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Jones. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Holt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Jones. Being chased out left. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dickerson on the handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The carry for Barber, and he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Now Jones off the play fake. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They will indeed go for it. Vick. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs.